Sasha Martinengo.
Storming down the pit lane.
Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time on balls.co.za.
You remember the first ever interview we did on Gearz? I spoke to a young lady by the name of Tasman Pepper.
Yes.
And her and this guy we're going to chat to now seems to be, they have this like sort of conflict, sort of like a love-hate relationship.
I thought you were going to say a romance.
Oh, no, we'll find out about that in a short while. We're off to Port Elizabeth this afternoon. Joining us is a young man who's just celebrated his 21st birthday. Congratulations, Simon Moss. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, the signal's a bit bad here, but I can hear you now and then.
All right, that's a bit better. It's a little echoey at the moment, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He looks just like James Hunt. Look at him.
You know, he blew you a kiss. Can you believe it? Listen, you know, I'm glad you brought that up, Daisy, because, I mean, you know, that's why you're on the show, because you know your Formula One stuff. But you know what? I got to tell you a little bit about Simon Moss before we get his opinion. He is, to me, like James Hunt. What are you doing, Simon? Concentrate, focus for 2 seconds here. Come on, man.
Outside in the windows and stuff.
Ah, okay. He reminds me of James Hunt because he's got that boyish charm. He's got that naughty little face. He's got the bushy kind of hair. And he's incredibly fast on the racetrack. Has anybody else ever compared you to James Hunt, Simon?
Only time I've been compared to James Hunt is when I went hunting and I shot a duck. His name was James. Besides that...
All right, I must say, Simon, it's great to have you on the show. Want to start? I mean, you come from an incredible pedigree of family when it comes to racing, but you started very young as well. When did it all start for you?
I started go-karts at the age of 6 in a 50cc baby kart, and from there on I progressed after about 3 years into the 60cc's. And yeah, I started through my father. He was racing for Audi in the touring cars here in South Africa and overseas in Germany. And then from there on, I just capitalized on that and went through the ranks.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your family. I mean, your father is the legendary Terry Moss, of course, multiple South African champion as well. I suppose racing was always going to be something that he would have encouraged you to do. But how's it been sort of following in your dad's footsteps?
Hey, Sasha,
Oh, we lost you there. Okay, are you back? Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Sorry, Simon, I was saying, coming from this pedigree of your father, Terry Moss, I mean, who won numerous championships, racing was always going to be some part of your life. How's the transition, or how difficult has it been to sort of follow in his footsteps?
Well, obviously, since I was young, I've looked up to my father, and I've followed him all the time when he was at the racetracks. And from there on, I got used to everything, got to meet a lot of people, and I really enjoyed it. I was heavy into my rugby. So from rugby, I went to motor racing, and the whole way through school, I had to choose one or the other. And then eventually, under 16, I made it through to the final trials for EP. And then I chose to rather pursue my career in motorsports, and I haven't looked back since then.
No, that's for sure. And the amazing thing is you've always stuck, as far as I can see, in terms of single-seater racing, in terms of go-karts, and then, we'll get to where you're racing at the moment. But it's always been that kind of focus for single-seaters.
Yeah, well, since, like I said, I've been doing karting since the age of 6, and single-seaters and karts, they go hand in hand. So from there on, I want to stay in single-seaters and try to do my best in them, but looks like I've got some opportunities next weekend to race saloon cars as well. Been doing some riding in Audis, so we'll have to see what happens. It might change a bit in the future.
Okay, well, I hope the change will be also some international single-seater stuff, but we'll get to that in a short while. Simon, I mean, you've won the category that you're currently racing in, the VW engine, the Volkswagen Cup. Why are you still continuing? I mean, how many more championships do you want to win? You were 2010 champion, is that correct?
I'm a 2010 championship for the Volkswagen. This year I'm lying second in the championship at the moment. It's a bit of an unlucky season for me. The 12 races I won, 6 of the 12, finished second twice. And my biggest problem is the other 4 races I didn't finish. I kept crashing. So it happens, I'd rather have a non-finished than finish second to Jade or Robert. So it'll be alright in the end, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. So next week, you guys all come up Westbank Super Series. You're going to be racing at Swartkorps. So you're going to be racing the VWs. Do you race there?
Yeah, the Formula Volkswagen we're going to be racing. I've got an opportunity to ride in the engine Volkswagen Cup as well.
Okay.
As the one driver from my dad's team, he got a red card for taking somebody out. So now the car's open and they need to have a driver. So it looks like I might. Depends on sponsors, but I might be doing that.
Okay, well that should be quite a lot of fun because that's quite a hairy kind of category as well. Simon, last 2 weekends ago, you were out in Pakisa. How did that go? Just let us know what happened there.
Pakisa, it wasn't the best for me. I went in a bit confident after winning everything in Durban. First race, I got a second after a bad start. After going off, I went to seventh, came back to second, which I was pretty happy with. And then the second race, I caught Jade and coming out of, I overtook him at 240 around the double rights, got pushed off a bit on the end, and then coming back on 2 laps later, was trying a bit hard as I was winding and I put power and I went straight into the wall, damaged the front end and managed to get to 7th position. So yeah, all in all, it was alright.
Yeah, no. I'm sure. I'm looking forward to seeing the TV coverage of that. The one thing that does worry me about the Formula Volkswagen, Simon, is it's very difficult to overtake. And we see that a lot of times in single-seater racing. Do you know if there are any plans to try and change that in terms of the regulations to make it a little bit easier to pass? Oh, we lost him. He got stuck. I think he got stuck. Yeah, I think he's stuck. Okay, no, we'll try and call him again. Can't be that difficult to get him there. Because that's the one thing that I do find a little bit worrying about single-seater racing, especially in the Formula Volkswagen. Simon, you back there?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what's going on with your connection.
No, I think it's your connection, brother. Anyway, Simon, I was just saying, the one thing that does worry me about the Formula Volkswagen series is the lack of overtaking. How difficult it is. You guys can be sitting on each other, but it's really, really difficult to overtake. Do you know if there are going to be any changes in the future to make it a little bit easier?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of any plans at the moment, but it surely will make a big difference. It'll be very good for the series as well, as it is hard to overtake the downforce, like they used to have in F1 before they went to those funny-looking wings.
Yeah,
which helped it. But if they manage to fix that, I think it's just the rear diffuser. If they can fix that and give us a bit more aerodynamic in the front, it will as well.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I think it is something that the organisers need to look at quite seriously. Simon, something very, very exciting also. Off in October, you're going to the ROK World Finals. Tell us a little bit about this. It's happening in Italy.
Yeah, well, every year, in the last 5 years, I've been over there. My first year in Junior ROK, I think it was 2005. I actually managed to lead the World Final,
okay.
And then a Chinese guy bumped me off. So I got a 5th overall there, and then every year since then I've finished top 6 for the past 5 years.
Okay, there he is, and again. I don't know. Maybe just try and turn your video off, and just make life a little bit easier. I think it's just the connection that's just a little bit tight at the moment. There you are. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no. I think it's just, I think, I did break the internet this morning, so when I put it back together, maybe it's not working 100%. So listen, ROK, where can it take you if you go and sort of win, for example, the ROK World Finals? Does it give you an into going into something like Formula 3000, Formula 3, Formula Renault, something internationally?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, 2 years ago when me and Wesley we rode Super Rock together as teammates. It was a pouring down with rain for the final. The previous day, me and Wesley were probably last and second last in the rain, and it came to the final change setup, and the two South Africans that normally never have rain, we ended up going in the final. I think I ended up second after I spun, came through to 5th, and Wesley actually won it. So we were around about a second quicker than all the Europeans, which is pretty good. So we were chuffed about that. So, and like I say, Wesley won the world final, and
yeah.
You get prize money and that, but recognition. Last year there was an Italian who said he scouted send emails, and then eventually at the end of all of it, you go for the test, and then they want budget. How much money do you have for the job? So it's not all that flowery.
Yeah, I know. I mean, listen, we've had this conversation with just about everybody who's trying to get, whether it be bikes or whether it be in any kind of four-wheel category overseas. Of course, it all does come down to budget. But I mean, surely with your talent, I mean, you're still young. You've only just turned 21. Surely you must be looking to try and getting into European single-seaters. Maybe not, does it? Maybe not. Oh no, this has been just a horrible line here. I don't understand. What a pity. Okay, what we'll do is we'll try and get Simon back on the line. Is he still there? No, I think he's disappeared.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, say that again. No, it's terrible. We'll try and get back to Simon in a couple of seconds.
When it comes to the races, so hopefully that happens. But with overseas, I've also had a few tests in the Formula 3 in Spain, and last year actually you're like this one. I tested a GP3 car at Silverstone.
Stunning.
So yeah, that was probably one of my highlights. After probably did about 50 laps, I only got a 50 lap session, and in the rain my neck already got sore. So I'm glad it wasn't dry.
No. You know what? Had I known Simon, I would have come to say hello because I was at Silverstone last year.
Oh no, that would have been
that would have been pretty cool. Well, listen, Simon, we wish you all of the best as always. We'll definitely follow what you're doing. And next week, of course, at Swartkorps, that's going to be a lot of fun. I think also in the tin top, in the polos, I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well.
No, the polo will definitely, because he crashed the car quite badly. So they've just redone the whole entire car. It's not even finished yet. So I've been given strict instructions if I do drive it, no bumping. So I'm sure I'll have a few words with my father afterwards. So.
Yeah, no. Well, listen, has Kwesi ever not crashed that car?
No. Let's not talk about Kwesi now.
No, I'm sure it'll be fun, but I don't know if it's going to come back in one piece with you behind the wheel there, and I mean that with the greatest respect. I'm sure you'll be muscling with the boys in the front.
No, I hope so. It should be a good experience.
No, it should be good. Simon, it's always good to see you, and keep it going. Keep always the energy and the enthusiasm, and we wish you very, very well for Formula Volkswagen, and then also with the Polo Cup.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers, bud.
Gearz on bulls.co.za with Sasha Martinengo.
He's kept himself out of trouble.
Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.